If you've ever come across a hallway like this in Meteor Maker, you might already know what this video is going to talk about. Don't build this outpost. This works due to how second wave corrosive traps interacts with vision of other traps. Basically, the second wave corrosive blocks allow traps behind them to have vision through the corrosive blocks, which is weird as it is not indicated anywhere in the mod text. I've tweeted at Meteor Maker to see if this interaction is intended or not, but I've not received a reply. I have heard that they tweaked how this works in the past week, which indicates that this is intended design, but honestly, I'm not sure. I set up to do some testing with flamethrowers to see exactly how this works. Through 2 corrosive blocks, the unmodded flamethrowers have 3.5 blocks vision range. Dragon Breath flamethrowers have 4 blocks vision range. Important to note here as well is that the vision range is the only change. The attack range remains the same, which is 4 and 5 respectively for unmodded and modded. Through single second wave corrosive traps, the Dragon Breath has 5 block vision and the normal flamethrower has 4 block vision. This is the same as normal unblocked flamethrowers. The order of the blocks does not matter. You can have single second wave corrosive block 2 blocks away from the traps, and if you want, for example, stack double pistons behind the corrosive blocks and then have flamethrowers completely blocking out the flamethrowers. It is weirdly inconsistent though. My theory is that it has something to do with how the traps lock on even before the second wave is triggered, but I'm not sure. Here we got 2 second wave corrosive blocks again, and despite that, the modded Dragon Breath flamethrower reaches 5 blocks. And the normal only reaches 3.5. And then when we go back to the modded flamethrower, it for some reason only shoots 4. If you got any theories on this, please leave them in the comments. Here's an example of a base that I've seen using this interaction to create a real clusterfuck of a hall. Again, I don't recommend anyone to actually build this base, please don't build this base, but here it is for illustrative purposes. Second wave pistons all along the path, we got 2 corrosive block deep wall, all second wave as well of course. All the traps behind the corrosive wall is not second wave, but they do have a combination of other mods. So here's a method of how you can counter this kind of build if you do come across it. You'll have to use the Lancer, the Arc Barrier, which is the handheld shield, grenades, and also the Throne Barrier. You use the Arc Barrier to be able to get through the 2 block corrosives to be able to reclaim your bolts. Wait a second, did that just... Let's check in build mode. Yeah, that's 5 alright. As I said, it's weirdly inconsistent, which is one of my issues with how this interaction works. A game like Meteor Maker really shouldn't have traps that are inconsistent in how they work. Another one of my issues with this build is that it basically forces a very specific loadout. So here's method 2 on how to counter this build. If you haven't yet upgraded to shield level 2, you click escape, and you leave. Then you go to the map table and you abandon the outpost. There's better ways to spend your time. All in all, I think this interaction is super weird. It's not mentioned in the description of the mod. It's inconsistent in how it works, and it can be nearly unbeatable, at least, without running a specific loadout, specifically the level 2 arc barrier. I think that maybe this interaction should be a separate mod and or not work through the opaque mod. Anyway, it should always have the range decrease. Let me know what you think about this interaction in the comments. If you want to see more Meteor Maker videos, feel free to subscribe. If you want to join us live, join in on twitch.tv/greycatgg. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.